Oh, hello everybody. Let me get my light on. That's better. And also, let's get the lights not rotating to 100 different colors behind me. Just a second. Okay. There we go. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well out there in the chat. We got a cozy little group today. That might mean you have an unbelievable chance to win a rare moment today if it's going to be this little. But how's everybody doing? I'm glad to see, well, a couple of you are in the chat. But we do have some things to talk about. So whether you see this on the replay or whether you're here live, we have some fun things to talk about. But before we do get started, let's, of course, throw our shout out to our sponsor of Tandy Time, and that is Top Shot Beta Coin. No direct affiliation with NBA Top Shot, but a great community. Many people are using Top Shot Beta Coin. Many people are exchanging moments for Top Shot Beta Coin. We are seeing it on the timeline. You're seeing it. I'm seeing it. We saw Arsenic make some trades for Beta Coin. We saw Rude Moose make some trades for Beta Coin. And it's fun to see that. And it's fun to see how the community is evolving and doing fun things. There's also an event coming up called, I don't know if it's an event or just happening, called Beta Swap. And I think it's around those same lines of swapping Beta Coin for moments. And you can learn more about that in the Discord. So click the links in the video and go check it out. Beta, thank you for being a sponsor of Tandy Time.
Beta.
That's right. So some interesting things to talk about, some fun things, funny things, scandalous things, some things happening on NBA Top Shot. So we got like a nice little chock full little group of topics that we can talk about. And Bob the Wine is here as well. Hello, sir. Well, let's do a pink eye check. How's the pink eye looking? I think it's looking a little clear now, right? The pink eye's not looking so bad. I can see the whites of my eyes again. That's good. But anyway, what happened on NBA Top Shot in the last week? Well, we saw the arcade pack. So why don't we pull that up? We had another wave of arcade packs. We had like a wave 1 and a wave 2 of arcade packs. And you can see right here, even though my browser doesn't show the text for some reason. But there you go. So those dropped. They sold out really quickly. They also had some challenges where you could burn one rare moment to get arcade packs. Also, there were trade ticket challenge to get arcade packs as well. The only thing, though, that I thought was a little bit lacking was that it felt kind of hard to track what was going on. And I saw Boston Base in the chat also talked about that on Twitter, which was that it was just hard to tell like what was being released, what were in the packs, what were your odds. I don't know if that existed and now I can't find it. Maybe it did exist. Let's see if if we go to the marketplace and look at the arcade packs. Let's check it out. This is wave 1 from yesterday, and it shows you the moments. It shows you your odds. It doesn't show your odds though, and I don't recall if it showed you your odds when it was going on or not. But that's something that I hope can be improved upon. I hope that we can get the details of this stuff a little faster, a little, at least a little ahead of time, instead of kind of scrambling. And, we start to get a little bit of FOMO because we see some of these really nice moments that you can pull. And, sometimes it doesn't always work out. And then we didn't really know what we were buying in the first place. So if we click view drop, will that show it? Let's see real quick. Maybe this will show it. Oh, it does show our odds at least. Okay. So yeah, so in this drop, it did show you the odds, so that's my bad that I didn't see that. It's probably because it was sold out before I could see. But as you can see, the odds were tough. You had a under a 1% chance at a rare, of 0.86%, and a 0.02% chance at one of the legendaries. Although, of course, some of those legendaries are really big hits, so the odds are a little worse, but some of the hits are really big. Um, whether that interests you or not. So kind of hard to say. You got to find like the perfect medium. I think it would be more fun as a collector though if that rare percentage went up just a little bit. I mean, a 1% is pretty tough. Um, anyway, so Boston Base said part of the issue was that this got promoted with the legendary moments advertised and followed an EV plus drop, so people got excited. No mention though of multiple waves, no details or odds until a rush for packs. It was deliberate in his humble opinion and parasitic, he says. What would be the EV plus release that you're talking about? Is that the previous arcade packs release? So that was EV plus EV. I mean, these may have been plus EV because of some of the really big hits. I mean, some of these hits are like thousands of dollars if you can pull that. And usually in these kind of packs where the odds aren't great, it's your best hits might only be worth a couple $100, where this case, your best hits are thousands of dollars. So it's a balance. Limbs said it didn't show the odds until shortly before the drop and well after tons of people burned a rare in the challenge. So again, I just think this is a case of we need information earlier. And that way people can make decisions like knowing what they're doing. I mean, they know what their chances are at hitting another rare or hitting a legendary. So anyway, that would hopefully will be the case for the next drop, because as a whole, even though I know some people don't like the arcade packs, and we've been talking about these for like the last 3 weeks, as a whole, I do like the arcade packs, even though I know that there's a lot of kind of junky moments that you don't want. And literally 99% of the moments are moments that you don't really want. They're S2, S3, whatever, trade tickets. And that's the majority of what everyone gets in their packs. They get trade tickets because over 99% of the time you're getting trade tickets. So if you're playing this game, then you know that that's what you're getting most of the time. And that's not unlike physical cards, by the way. And so for people to get really upset that they're getting trade ticket packs and just getting a bunch of crap in return, in my opinion, I just think it's a little bit of an overreaction, because, like I said, you have a 99% chance of getting that. So when you get it, that shouldn't be a surprise. And you're trying to hit that, Wemby or that multiple $1,000 legendary moment. And if you don't hit it, you're going to get trade tickets. But the nice thing is, and what Top Shot Hotshot actually said on Twitter, the nice thing is that you actually do have some utility, at least with those trade tickets. Because if you go buy packs and packs and packs at Walmart and get a bunch of crap, which you probably would, those packs just go in the garbage or the recycling, or you build a fire with them. There's nothing else to do. So even though these odds aren't great, and definitely is a problem that people didn't know the odds before they started burning their rares, that is a problem and that needs to be corrected for the next time, no question. But the fact remains that most of the time when you start ripping packs, you're probably going to get something that's not that great. 99 out of 100 times in this case, or what I was used to seeing before this would be 95 out of 100 times. So realize what your odds are, basically, is what I'm trying to say. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Says Tandy NFTs. Jay Metz is here. He says hello. Pohi Pig You is here. He says, note to self, if pack is dropped with little info in advance, it is done so people cannot get a chance to calculate EV and buy due to the FOMO. You know what though? Pohi Pig You, I bet you that even if all the data was out ahead of time, the packs would still sell out. So although I know Boston based also has a little bit of a theory here, a little bit of a conspiracy theory, I actually don't think that's what's going on. I just think that there's probably a lack of organization beforehand, because we've seen packs with not great odds sell out easily. And that's what always happens because people like ripping packs. And everyone thinks that the next time I rip a pack, it's going to be my turn to rip the legendary Luka or the legendary Tatum. It's going to be my turn. All these other 99 times, the next one's my 100th time. The next one, I'm going to rip that legendary. I mean, everybody thinks that, even if the odds are terrible. So that might be a plan for yourself, that you don't want to rip packs unless it's super clear what the odds are. And you know what? I would fall into that boat as well. I also would not want to rip packs unless I'm very clear what the odds are. Neil says, a hot mess of garbage recirculating back into the supply. Here's what I'll say, though. In general, you're right that it's a bunch of garbage that nobody wants, but nobody wants it anyway. Whether you're getting it in packs or whether it's already there or wherever it is, nobody wants it. The whole point is they need some filler for the people that aren't ripping the legendaries. It's not like all the moments are going to be stuff that you actually want to hold on to. That's just not how it works. The alternative could be you pay for the pack and you get like a single moment, or maybe you get 0 moments if you didn't get your legendary. Would that be better? Because in general, I think that buying off the marketplace is a good thing. You're adding liquidity, and and all these burning events, even though people are not doing well with what they burned and what they received, like burning is good for the platform. Taking stuff off the marketplace is good for the platform. Buying the stuff off the marketplace, away from the marketplace, is good for the platform instead of minting new stuff all the time. And I think this is like one of the few times they've ever done something like this where the biggest hits are from the marketplace itself. And that is a positive thing, if you ask me. Boston Base says the metric on the pack value that I follow is the secondary marketplace price of those packs a day or two after. So in that case, currently, the one I'm looking at least is selling for $1 less than the cost. So not super profitable, obviously. You're losing $1 if you paid the $5 for that one. The other one is at the price of the pack cost again. So I don't really know what you would glean from that. Let's see here. Met says we don't have enough users to have pack drops where 99% of the people lose in drops. It just doesn't work. Well, then what is the alternative then? I think the alternative, obviously it can't just be that everyone gets a pack, has a great pack and makes money. So what's the alternative? Less packs, maybe? I think that if there are ways where, let's say, you only lose $1 or $2 and you can use those trade tickets to do something else, then I think this doesn't feel so bad. Because if you know you're going to get a bunch of crap, but you know that you can at least get the value of, let's say, whatever it is, $3.50 out of $5 that you spent, and you can go use that towards something else that you enjoy. And now we're seeing, for example, you can use it. You can trade in rares to get a t-shirt. And that's, I feel like, the beginning of stuff that would make a lot of sense that they can do, that they can reward their user base, because you can't have it both ways. Like, it's not like everyone who gets a pack is going to be a winner. So, but I agree that if everyone's getting trade tickets, it's not a very good experience unless you can do something with those trade tickets that you enjoy that makes sense. Pohi Big, you said that arcade packs with explosions are one thing. Arcade packs with literally nothing is not fun. It's a literal flea raffle for the big pulls. He said, oh, legalized raffle for the big pulls. And Neil says, but that one chance. And Steve says, opening like 20 of these in a row is painful, not the losing, the actual experience of opening them. I did hear somewhere that they are going to be resolving this, that you're going to be able to rip a whole bunch of them just at once. And I remember when you could do that before, when it was reveal all, they got rid of that. And I think that they're going to bring a version of that back. And Boston says that's the point. They can sell out with being obtuse. Banana says, what's up? What is up, Banana? And Neil says the only good thing was that Top Shot bought the moments from the marketplace for these. Exactly. Banana says, give the shitty moments to newbies for fast break. That's a good idea. And let's keep it going. Let's see. Boston says the prior arcade pack is $8 and peaked at 12. All right, so that was a more EV pack. Is that what's going on? So can we actually find the other arcade pack and see the difference? So if we just do arcade pack, I believe this is the first one. So this one is $8. Oh yeah, there we go. So this was the earlier one. And let's see how different those odds were. I feel like those were a 5% chance at a rare, but also it can also have to do with how many of these are still in the packs, right? But if we go to the drop page, and by the way, there's something else that you can do now where OTM, Own the Moment, has allowed you to use one of their features that was previously behind a paywall, and you can see what has been pulled. So this is the first arcade pack. So I think this is what Boston Base. Oh, sorry, I wasn't sharing. This is the first arcade pack. I think this is what Boston Base was talking about. In this one, you had a 5% chance at a rare, even though some of those were squad goals. But you did have a 5% chance at a rare and a 0.15% chance at a legendary. So it would be nice then if we could have similar odds, or at least keep those odds consistent so people know what they're getting. But for example, if you were to go to the Own the Moment pack page, so if you go to packs here on Own the Moment, and this is the arcade pack that we were just looking at, right? So if you look at this first arcade pack, it'll actually tell you how many of these are still in packs. So the Wemby, unfortunately, is gone. There's only 2 legendaries left in those packs and 72 rares left in those packs. And 1 fandom. Is the fandom one the Steph Curry? I don't know. But, you have your KD anthology moment in there. Here's your Steph Curry metallic silver. And you have your Walker Kessler rookie revelation. But the biggest hit, Victor Wembanyama, Devin Booker Cosmic, those are gone. But that would probably make a difference as to why people are paying $8. And what's fun too on this is to get some of the degen out of you. I actually did this the other days. You can actually pretend that you just bought 10 packs and then just go here and start scrolling through the feed and just seeing what people are getting. And you can see what the value of these packs are for the most part. So you can see that obviously the majority of the packs, 95% of the packs aren't going to have those hits, but some of them will. So you just kind of scroll until you see a big number, and then you could pretend that was yours. But the majority are not going to be a big number, 95 out of 100. But like I said earlier, everyone thinks that next chance is going to be theirs. There you go. This guy got a throwdowns. There you go. There's your rare. Okay, let's keep it going. All right, let's see. Let's keep it going. Pohe Biggie says, if a newbie buys this arcade pack, they are not sticking around. It's tough to say, honestly. But what I would like to see, again, would be rerolls. And it would also be cool if it was more, if Fast Break was really nicely integrated also when you rip a pack. So you rip a pack, and then you could see hey, these players are doing really well on Fast Break. Why don't you click them, and it'll instantly put them on your bench to potentially go into your lineup, or just kind of make that connection a little closer would be nice. All right. Let's see. Mets wants everyone to send you your Nick Van Exel TSD. Boston says, I wish I could be positive all the time like Treaticus, but I'm an easily triggered lawyer brain. But Boston Base, you're also someone who is heavily invested in the platform. So it's understandable for things that you don't like to trigger you a little bit. All right, let's keep it going. Steve says most of those rares were squad goals. Yeah. Banana says, I pull shit in every pack, but I still love to rip. Yep. And Steve likes the squad goals, doesn't care. See, these are the real collectors that don't care. And Pohe Big, you said we went from 23 Legos to 3 Legos. And all right, so I've caught up with the chat. Let me actually check if the Twitter picker is working, and we can do that. But also, I wanted to talk about this ridiculous thing that happened on Twitter, and the conversation is about to get a little bit adult. So let's just throw that disclaimer out there, and let's throw the tangential. Okay. Basically, the long and short of it is that the people that we think are our celebrity heroes or whatever is they're all creeps for the most part. And so this thing with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, if you don't know who Shannon Sharpe is, of course, ex NFL player, very large, strong man, football player, on TV, on ESPN, has a very sort of ruckus podcast with Chad Ochocinco, and he has his own podcast where he drinks Hennessy, and he's out there and he talks about like adult themes and such, and good for him actually to be able to balance those so well and still be on ESPN. I mean, he's obviously at like the top of his craft to be able to kind of balance both those things and do both of them very well. But on Twitter yesterday, I see a video and it shows something about Shannon Sharpe, and I forget what the description was, but I click it out of curiosity, and I click everything. I click the worst things. I click I click things that no one should ever watch on Twitter. But anyway, yeah, he's not my hero. He's not my hero, but he is a creep, and that's my point. So it's him fornicating with another woman, and you can hear everything. It's very loud noises going on, and just things that nobody needs to hear, really. Anyway. So then he claims that he's hacked. Of course, that's bullshit. And then later on, when he's on his podcast with Chad Ochocinco, they joke about it, and he says, "Of course, I wasn't hacked." And then they kind of they're sort of dissecting the audio, and Chad Ochocinco's talking about his breathing and all this kind of thing, right? And that's fine, that's fair game. But what I don't like and what I don't appreciate is lying and saying you're hacked, first of all. And then when he explained the story, Top Shot Chat said, "Can you recreate the sounds? I want to hear it." Well, it sort of sounded like a bear chasing someone through the woods. So Steve said exactly, he posted it intentionally for clout. Because here's why. In the chat with Chad Ochocinco, Shannon Sharpe says that he had his phone, right? And he threw his phone on the bed, and then he started fornicating, right? And he's never done an Instagram live before. And he said he just put his phone on the bed. It went live. Now, I wanted to test this theory. So I took my phone. Okay, let's unlock my phone. Let's go to Instagram. Ready? I'm going to open Instagram. Here's my phone. So here's Instagram. Okay? Here's Instagram on my Tandy account that I don't really use very often. But there's Instagram. So now if I throw my phone down, there is zero chance that this is going to go to Instagram Live. And now I wanted to see, just out of curiosity, what if I threw my phone and kind of swiped? Would that do it? No. What if I like swiped up here? Hold on. I'm trying to just like look what you could do. Like there's no swiping that would get you live. If you swipe the other way, it just shows that you're going to like post a story. So that's not going to happen. So he would have had to swipe the other way, right? Then he would have had to tap live, and then he would have had to tap to go live. That's impossible. It's not possible that would have ever happened, that you throw your phone on the bed and automatically goes to Instagram Live. So he's bullshitting. And it reminds me of the Drake thing that happened as well, when he's lying on the bed with his crumb out on the bed, right? And then that becomes like a whole joke and a whole story. They're doing it intentionally so that they can attract more ladies through these social media apps. That's all it is. It's so obvious. And maybe that's okay. Maybe it's not. I think it's a little scandalous. I think it's kind of shitty thing to do. And what's actually funny, or not funny, but what's also something that happened around the same time, was I saw a tweet about Dave Grohl, who is everybody's hero, by the way. People love Dave Grohl. He's there. He's feeding the homeless. He's a good guy. And it comes out that he impregnated some like young fan now. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I think like everybody's a little flawed, and some are more flawed than others. And I think when you become a celebrity, you kind of lose your mind. Anyway, that is the tangential about Shannon Sharpe. Fun. There's another little tangential story though. And that is something that I saw on Twitter as well. And that was about, let's see here. Let's see if you guys can see this. It says that OnlyFans creators made more money in the last year than every single NBA salary combined. So these girls, and some guys, I think, made $6.6 billion last year. And everyone in the NBA made $4.9 billion as the combined payroll. This just doesn't make sense to me. Have people not heard of like online porno? I'm like, what? $6.6 billion? Why are people spending all their money on OnlyFans? Does that make sense to anybody? It doesn't make sense to me. $6.6 billion on OnlyFans? I don't know what else to say about this. I hope you guys are not spending your hard-earned money on OnlyFans. Steve says you have to be fornicating though. It makes a difference. That's true. I guess if I was fornicating on the bed, maybe it would have flicked to the side and then gone 2 flicks to the side, 2 swipes to the side to get to Instagram Live, and then perfectly tap the center button. I think if I was fornicating, that would have happened actually. Tap the app. My wife left me this morning for Shannon Sharpe, says Matt. Exactly. And let's see what else. Neil says, I've got another confession to make. I'm a fool. Pohibiki says, on the other hand, pun intended, the guy who forgot to turn the camera off and pleasured himself during a meeting break was fired. Are you talking about Jason Metz? I'm just kidding. Wait, no, aren't you talking about that reporter for one of the newspapers? And then he actually came back onto TV, and it was the most cringeworthy interview ever, where like the lady was asking him questions about it. That was so weird. QA says there's levels to playing balls. Pohe Biggie says the clips you get if you pay $5 on OnlyFans are likely better than S2 Commons. Okay, fair. Anyway. Okay, well, I'm glad we talked about that. Now I'm going to try to do the giveaway, and actually I owe Stan Loves a moment, and I didn't do that yet, but I'm going to see if I can get the last week's giveaway going for the James Harden rare, because we wanted to give those away. So hopefully Twitter Picker is not going to keep messing up for me this week. Let's try it though, because otherwise I'm going to have 2 that I can't do. All right, let's see. I'm going to try to do this right now. We'll do the wheel. Okay, looks like it's working now. All right, so I'm going to select these names, and we're going to try to kill some time. This is why this is always better when I have a guest who can talk a little bit. So let me go back to the chat real quick. And Boston Bay says CNN. Mass Dog says LOL. So I'm going to get the wheel of names going, and we're going to see who wins the James Harden rare, okay? So if you want to get on the wheel for the James Harden rare, shoot, that didn't work. If you want to get on the wheel for the James Harden rare, just go into the chat and type hacked. Type hacked. So type in the chat hacked if you want the James Harden rare, because everyone knows that Shannon Sharpe got hacked. Okay. So I'm just trying to get this going on the back end. And while I'm doing that, everybody put hacked in the chat. Okay. And turn this into a CSV. Okay. And I'm getting those names off Twitter right now for the James Harden. And then very soon we will spin that wheel. And please make sure that you have liked and hopefully subscribed by now to the chat. Hacked in the chat, everybody. ChatGPT is being really slow. Great. Always something. Always something. Look how slow this is. Look how slow this is. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just going to wait for this to work. And we'll talk about something else, I guess. Neil says, anyone have a Satu Sabali and a Sabrina Rare that I could rent? Hit him up. Boston Bay says, the difference between OnlyFans and Pornhub is the OnlyFans, you can pay a girl to tell you that your trading decisions were good. Well, that's a good point. Mass Dog says, what's your full-time job? Well, I work in online marketing. Right now I'm in between jobs, but I work on digital marketing. And Top Shot Hotshot says that I'm at Alexa's house. I'm also a dad. That's true. I'm a full-time dad at the moment. It downloaded it into a CSV file. I didn't want a CSV file. Oh, yeah. He's making it so slow. All right. Well, here we go. Man, this is excellent. Excellent watching, isn't it? Okay. This is not what I wanted. All right. Let's do it. It's taking forever. Jesus. All right. Hope this works. Let's see. All right, that worked. Okay, well, we got all the Twitter names in there. And now I need to get your names in here, nightbot.tv. Let's do it. And are your names in there? I think you're going to have to go you're going to all have to type again. Sorry, guys. Type hacked in the chat again. Type hacked in the chat again because Nightbot didn't select your name. So we will be getting going very soon. Hacked. All right. Are you showing up in here? Yes, you are. All right. Let's go, guys. Get hacked in the chat. Throw it in the chat. Everyone who did it, do it again. Make sure you've liked the video. Please like the stream. Keep it going. Hacked in the chat. Hacked in the chat. Hacked in the chat. Or you can type that in the chat if you want. Or you can type that in the chat. Or that in the chat. Okay. There you go. Hacked in the chat. All right. Well, there's 15 of you. I have a feeling there might be a few more of those. But anyway, here we go. Let's do it. Let's get 15 of you on the wheel. You're going to have a very good chance of winning. Did Go Grizz? Were you? No, Go Grizz. Go Grizz, a new one. Okay. Go Grizz is here. 16. Let's get you all on the wheel. All right. Here we go. I'm going to get you guys in there 3 times. So if you did it on Twitter and you did it here, you're going to have 4 entries to get the James Harden Rare. I know that Mets wants that because he just gave it away. He wants it back in his account. Perhaps. I don't know. Okay. Let's go. Let's make sure. Yep. 16. Let's run it. Who's going to get the James Harden Rare? Who's going to get it? QA Expert, it looks like. Oh, my screen's all weird. QA Expert, congratulations, sir or madam. You have won. So QA Expert, and we will have another spin very soon, actually. So don't worry. That was for last week's giveaway. So QA Expert, I need your Top Shot name in the chat. I feel like you may have won before. You may have been a fast duck. Oh, there it is. Iran won. I'm pretty sure I have sent you a moment in the past. So congratulations. And yeah, Ricky Ricardo, you were right there. So is Pohi Big You. Man, rugged. All right, that's okay. We're going to run another one very soon. Oops, this is not the one, though, so I better turn that off before someone gets sad that they didn't win something. All right, so we also have the other giveaway. And, of course, the other giveaway is the Jason Tatum and the Nikola Vucevic. So what we could do is we could do the Twitter names for the Vucevic plus all of you all. And then we can do the Tatum. Maybe we could do a duck race or something like that. So why don't we just do that now? I will get, whoops, I will get those names very shortly. This is why I needed to have a guest, because this is taking so damn long. Oh man, this is so long and so slow. So long and so slow. Why is this so long and so slow? All right. Let's see. What else is going on in the chat? Top Shot Hot Chat wants the Vukovic. Okay. Let's see. Was there anything else actually that I can talk about? Oh yeah. We have new packs coming out. We have the Run It Back packs. New Run It Back packs are coming. I don't think we know our price points yet. I hope that the price points are similar to what they were the last time. Maybe even, I mean, were those plus EV? Plus EV? I don't know. But the first time was very expensive compared to what you were getting in your packs. The second time was decent. I think there's more moments getting released now, so they might be cutting the drops down a bit, because I remember originally they said they were going to have 16 drops, I think. So it's possible that they're combining 1 or 2 or 3 drops into one, which is probably a good idea. As you know, the NBA season is starting in like a month. So I don't know how much you want to see Run It Back pack drops going on at the beginning of the NBA season. I hope not. I would prefer to see something that has to do with the beginning of the NBA season. And you know what you can do and who you can follow and where you can play to earn and win things that have to do with the current events in the NBA season, because there's way less roadblocks or red tape. That would be Beta. So click the description in the show. Get over there to Beta. I mean, we see people playing with Beta, doing giveaways for Beta. We see Banana doing Beta giveaways now. I mean, we see everyone doing Beta giveaways, and there's a lot going on in the Discord. There's Beta Ball. There's this new Beta Swap, and people are just having a lot of fun in the Discord. So if you haven't gotten involved yet, click the link in the show description. Get involved. Go over to the Discord. At the very least, follow them on Twitter. That's Top Shot Beta on Twitter.
Beta.
That's right, Beta. All right. Well, I'm collecting the names right now for the Vukovic. So bear with me for a second. Turn this into a CSV visible here, not as a download. You silly robot. All right. Let's see if this works. Just a second, everybody. So it's interesting, actually. There's more people that wanted the Tatum and the Vukovic than the previous one. Then the what was the other one? You know what I mean. Trae Young. That's it. Trae Young. Trae Young said that he would be like the best player of all time if he was 6'8". Come on, Trae Young. Come on, Trae Young. Come on, Trae Young. Let's see what else. Yeah, so we got those running back packs coming. We don't know the price points yet, but there's some interesting and fun characters, some fun NBA players in those packs. A little Nick Van Exel, Nick the Quick for J Mets. There's a Peja Stojakovic in there for the Kings fans in here. Chewy made a fun video that showed the actual moment with the audio. Go check out his Twitter to take a look at that. Poe Hibiggy says Beta is booming. And it's the gaping hole. What? Excuse me? Once the season starts, it will really boom. What about the presidential debate? Did you guys watch that? That was fun. That was fun. If you like entertainment, that's what the presidential debate is for. Pure entertainment. They're eating our dogs. They're eating our pets. They're not setting their best. They're eating our dogs. Anyway, let's do the Vukovic. Let's do the Vukovic giveaway now. Type Beta in the chat. There we go. That's a good one. Type Beta in the chat, and you can get in the spinning for the Vukovic rare. If you want a Vukovic rare, get in there. Banana says, my sausage dog feels unsafe in this society. I'm sorry for your sausage dogs. I mean, sounds delicious though. Sausage and dog. I bet there's a Haitian cafe called the Sausage Dog. Just kidding. Just kidding. Haitians are not going to eat your pets. I mean, there's probably some crazy Haitians out there, but there might be crazy everything out there. You don't know. I mean, I feel bad for the Haitians because now, like, perfectly fine, normal Haitian people are now about to get like verbally attacked or maybe physically attacked. That's how this works. That's how this game works, folks. All right. I see 17 of you, so please make sure you've liked and subscribed. Jonathan Sizzo, that's kind of a new name. I don't think I've seen that name before. So Jonathan, please make sure you've liked and subscribed, and welcome to this chat. Welcome to this community on Tandy Time. Thank you for being here.
We love the community.
That's right. That's dedicated to Jonathan Sizzo. I'm probably saying that wrong. All right, so let's run it. I'm going to give you all your 3 extra entries because that's how it works. So if somebody here wins from Twitter, then you've done really well. Uh-oh, is that a new name to Cloak? Are you in here yet? No, you're in here already. Good. All right, so let's share the screen. And then after that, we're going to do a ducky race for the Jason Tatum. But should we make sure that J-Mets cannot win? That's the question. All right, here we go. Here is the screen of names, the wheel of names. Are we at 100? There we go. Can you see it? Can you see it? Is it nice and clean? I think so. All right. Here we go. Let's see who wins the Vukovic. Someone from Twitter. Oh, it's the Queso Man himself. Look at that. King Brett. TS King Brett. There you go. The man full of cheese. King Brett has just won the Vukovic. Congratulations, King Brett. Connecting and collecting. All right. Mr. Kicker is here now. He was late, but he's in now. But congratulations to King Brett. So we now have Mr. Kicker here, and very soon we will do our ducky race for the Jason Tatum rare. So Tatum rare, who is it going to go to? So let's just talk about a couple other things, and then we will run that. I guess just stay spam in the chat so you don't lose out, so they don't drop your name out of there. There we go. Silent S in the last name. Jonathan Zoe. Jonathan Zoe. Boston Bay says, this is what we're here for. That's true. I know. Rent seekers. You're all a bunch of dirty rent seekers. But you know who the real champions are? The replay viewers. Because you have maybe, let's say there's 20 people here right now, right? But then the video will get like 150 to 200 views. It'll get another like 40 to 50 listens. You are all the real MVPs because you guys come and you don't even get to win anything. Or your odds are just way less. But you're the real MVPs. What else you guys want to talk about? Boston Bay says, I want to talk about the Boston Celtics. Well, the Boston Celtics are the clear #1 favorites, and with a coach as crazy as Mazzulla, who's talking about how we are not the defending champions. A lion does not eat its prey. And then, or I don't know, something like that. He had some kind of a nice thing to say about how even though you've won, the battle is not over. It's like it's brand new again. You gotta kill your food to eat it. And I like that. I like hearing that from my coach. I think the Mazzulla is like a little bit acoustic, and that's exactly what I want in a coach. Jonathan So says, I've ripped physical packs for years, and the odds on arcade packs are actually amazing. You see, folks, this is when the truth hurts. Jonathan So is giving you the truth now. This is what you gotta hear. But we gotta give him the let's simp though. Jonathan So, let's simp. Where's my let's simp, everybody.
Let's sim.
Let's sim.
Let's sim.
Let's sim. Let's sim. Let's sim.
All right. That's definitely a favorite. Yeah. So, okay, because I said the real champions. That is the Boston Celtics. Hugo's here. I just got off. Hugo, I hope you weren't on Instagram Live, dude. Duck race. Mic drop. Screw you, John, says LB. Please record that Tandy rotation arms out for future drops. Yeah, we should use that for something. I don't know what. Simp with a silent S. Imp? You're an imp? What? Roham simp. Jonathan says this is the best stream since Team Hold. Thank you. Thank you. Although we like Team Hold, and I'm sure we'll see Zakarian back again one day. I don't know about Zakarian does talk about Top Shot once in a while, by the way. But he's more focused on fantasy and So Rare. I might talk a little So Rare, depending. I don't know. They're in my emails. We'll see if it works out or not. So look, the Tandy man's in between jobs. If you can throw me some cash, then sure. Yeah. All right. So let's oh, that's true. Maybe Jonathan So is actually Zakarian. Let's do the duck race. Where's my list of people? All right, we got 20 of you in the chat. Those are my active people in the chat. So if you haven't texted a comment in the chat, do it now. If you're here watching, then put something in the chat so you can get in here. QA says, so boring. I mean, look, I do think that Fast Break is a lot more fun, but it's not that much unlike, Fast Break or something like that. And if they want to help me buy some Huggies diapers, so be it. I'll talk about So Rare a little bit or make some videos. And Hoffin, is that a new name? I think so. No, it's not. All right, good. Okay. And Boy Piggy says, can you play sharp fornication sounds as background music for the duck race? Just imagine a bear prowling around your tent at night. Like, rrr, rrr, rrr. That's pretty much what it sounded like. Do I remember the movie Mercury Rising? No, I do not. Sorry. Matt says, put your address in the stream so people can send you diapers, as long as they're used. And also it's in Europe, so that's going to be kind of far away. All right, let's do it. Let's do a duck race. Duck race. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get those names in there. Okay. We got 19. Uh-oh, someone dropped out. Someone was not active enough in the last few minutes, but they probably left the stream anyway. So it was 20. I gave people 15 minutes to stay in that chat. But now it's 19 of you. So let's get it in. 19. Those are amazing odds to get a Jason Tatum rare. 1 out of 19. Oh, Reddy Miller's here. All right, come on now, Reddy Miller. Get back in there. Wait, he says. All right, 20. You're lucky I saw that. 20 ducks now. Any other ducks in here? Speak now or forever hold your peace. 20 ducks are in the chat. Let's check one more time. 20 ducks, 20 ducks. You're in there. You're in there. That's true. At least I have affordable health care. All right, let's share this tab. There's the duckies. Okay. And we're going to get these ducks in a row, as Boston Bay said. Let's get these ducks in a row. It's too bad Bleezy's not here lately because he likes the shuffling of the ducks. We'll make sure we shuffle some ducks. Do we see some cool ducks? I think this one looks pretty good. I see like what looks like a do-rag duck or something. We got a Viking duck. We got a vampire duck, a British police officer, whatever they're called, ducks. Little COVID duck, Spider-Man duck, bat duck, fancy duck, pirate duck, and panda duck. That's a nice lineup of ducks. Let's see. Tandy can see a shaman anytime he pleases. That's true. I just go into the woods. That's all I do. Banana duck. Where is banana duck? I mean, I know your name's in there. You see a C? I got to make sure everyone's in there. Yeah, there. You're right here. Looks like Banana Banking Mac is a naked duck. That's usually pretty good. So let's see who is going to take home a Jason Tatum rare. Although if it's Mets, I think we have to protest. But here we go. All right. Jonathan So is in front. Boston Base is tied. Boston Base has the Batman duck. But Hugo just got slipped up a little bit there. Perfect Cereal now is in front by about 3/4 of a duck. Pohibigyu is right behind, though, and he is naked. Mash Dog, though, at the bottom in his, I forget the word, but UK Queen's person, police person. Scully, though, is in front now by a beak. He gets rugged. Pohibigyu is now in front by half a duck, but here comes Reddy Miller, but there's still 20 seconds left, Reddy Miller, and then he gets in front and then falls back. Boston Base. Now, all of a sudden, the cream is rising. Boston Base is near the front with Go Grizz and Scully. Scully, Go Grizz, and Boston Base. But who is going to win? Someone in the Santa hat is hurrying up. Is because QA Expert going to win twice? Can he win twice? Oh my. QA Expert. QA Expert. You won the Harden and then you won the Tatum? Are you kidding me? Oh my Lord. QA, tell us in the chat. Do you want us to re-roll it, or are you gonna want that Tatum? Because technically, the Harden was last week, and Tatum is this week. So it was the same week. I would say we can't do it, but the fact that it's 2 weeks, so it's up to you, QA. He did win. I'm telling you, like it's his. It's his to say whatever he wants to say. Anyway, congratulations, QA Expert. That makes giving the gifts away pretty easy. That's the good news for me. He does deserve the win. He does deserve the win. The Harden was from the previous week. It is true. Take them both. No more duck racing. Stop, you communist. Oh man, let the guy have his 2 rares. QA Experts. I mean, I don't know how many rares QA Experts has, but he's going to be sitting pretty right now for Fast Break. Wow, congratulations to QA Expert. What a win! What an absolute win! I've never seen that before. 2 wins in the same show. We have like 5 minutes. Is there anything else that you all want to talk about in the chat? Let me know. Put it in the chat if you want to discuss anything else. They're eating our pets. We talked about that. The OnlyFans creators are making more money than the entire NBA. We talked about that. Shannon Sharp huffing and puffing and doing it on purpose, not unlike Drake, who also did it on purpose. There was no hack. I mean, Draymond Green, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember that, but Draymond Green did some scandalous things. He sent his pecker to someone on Snapchat. That was probably on purpose too. It's all on purpose, everybody. All right, Banana's got a blast. You and Shannon Sharp, Banana. Take care. LB says, have you talked about NFL all day, still not having a game 2 weeks in? I haven't talked about that. You know, I can only follow so much, and I don't really follow football these days, and I'm not a big all-day collector. I mean, if they wanted to pay me to be one. But no, I don't really collect all day, so I haven't really been paying too much attention to all day. We talked about all day last week, though, that they're doing things to the game and they're improving the game, but that's not great to hear that there's no game yet, because you kind of lose the momentum of the people that are excited for the NFL to start, you know, so that's definitely a bad look if that's what's going on. And, you know, if you're a big all day person that was looking forward to playing the game, then that sucks. Basically, there's not really anything else to say. Pohibigyu also around the same line of thinking, a line of questioning. Was there analysis on the Rohem Q&A for all day? Again, not really. I mean, I asked Alexo about it, but I was curious about all day when it began. And I remember buying like a pack or 2 when it began, but I just didn't have the bandwidth to get too involved in all day. I did do a promo video though where I called the Falcons the Hawks. That was fun. Pack drop info email. What does that mean? I got to go look at my email and share something. Let's see. I don't see anything. Okay, guess that wasn't for me. And Top Shot Hot Shot says all day team leaderboards and S1 all day moments with extra average sales price, new collector score. Okay, hopefully that is good for the people that are collecting. And Reddy says, did we cover the Tatum Fallon rap battle? We didn't. I have not actually watched that yet. I guess he's doing like a press tour for his book that he wrote. And I saw something on Twitter that also I actually really liked, which was that Tatum is, he's doing like this tour, going on Fallon, being this like lovable, huggable father figure. And meanwhile, Jaylen Brown is like training underwater as if he's going to take on Batman. And that's just very accurate. And it's kind of cool, I think, as a Celtics fan, because now you can sort of separate the personalities a bit of your stars. I also wonder if we're talking about that, like Jaylen Brown, now we're talking Celtics for a minute, but Jaylen Brown in the finals kind of became the leader of the team. And I do hope that continues. It's not about how much money you're making. It's not about like who's the better scorer or anything like that. Although some games it is Jaylen Brown, but I think for Jaylen Brown to be the focal point as the leader of that team, I think is a good thing. And I don't think it says anything poorly about Jason Tatum either. LB says the next running back info just emailed. You have third world email. Yeah, I think you're right. I have third world email server. No, it just came in. All right. Should we read it together? I can share this. Here we go. There we go. All right, here, let's read it on my third world email. It says, collect rare and legendary historic performances. And who do we see? We see a little young Clay. We see a Brandon Roy, Derek Fishstick, young James Harden, Gary Payton on the Sonics, and one of the most beautiful Sonics jerseys ever made, NBA jerseys for that matter. Vince Carter, D Rose, Nick Van Exel, and Muggsy Bogues, a fan favorite. He was one of my favorites, as a kid, because I was short and he was short and he was in the NBA. But here we go. 2 legendary moments guaranteed, including the Top Shot debuts from Peyton and Roy. 1 rare moment guaranteed, and a 30% chance at pulling a legendary or rare from a Run It Back quick rip pack. So that's kind of interesting, actually. That's higher than usual, isn't it? 30%. I feel like it's usually less than that, but correct me if I'm wrong. But 30% out of a $5 quick rip pack is not bad. So then you click there to get your pack, and I suppose this will show us what the prices are. So here we go. And now, of course, I don't remember what the prices were the last time around, but legacies are, is this sharing correctly? Hold on. Oh, sorry. It's showing the wrong thing. Here we go. Here's the pack. So it shows you right now that the legacies are going for $600, aka $599, origins for $15, and quick rips for $5. So origins, I feel like these are obviously going to be quite desirable for $15. It says guaranteed rare moments. Does that mean you get more than one? Hold on. All right. So you get 2 rare moments for $15. I think that's pretty solid. I mean, I don't know what these moments are going for, but the rare moment floor right now, I think is $7, right? Because of the burning. I saw Banana make a post about that. So this is a no-brainer. And I like, actually, there's an IT Run It Back, the cheapo Run It Back. So I definitely want one of these. So I might reserve one of these. I think obviously it's going to be very difficult though to get one. And it looks like we got some rookie moments in here as well. Any big names? I'm not sure. Let's see. Any big names? I don't think so. I mean, Walker Kessler. Paulo's in there. He's all right. That's a decent name to pull. Walker Kessler. It's a decent name to pull. So yeah, these are going to be no-brainer packs. I think these $15 ones are going to be no-brainer packs. He's looking at my email. 204 draft. I didn't even know that. 20% chance at a second rare. Really? Hold on. Did I read this wrong? 20% chance at a second rare? I thought it said rare, guaranteed. Oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry. It's not 2 rares. My bad. Good call out, Boston Base. 1 guaranteed rare and your second has a 20% chance. So I don't know if it's as a no-brainer. I mean, if it was 2 rares, I guess it was truly a no-brainer, but you might lose a few bucks if you just get 1 rare, but not terrible. I think it's worth at least, reserving 1, and these are definitely going to sell out. I mean, no question. These are, how many of them? 3,000, and people can get 50 at a time. So yeah, these are going to sell out. No doubt. All right. Well, we are over an hour. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. We definitely spent like half of that just doing giveaways, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Thanks again to the people helping me provide these giveaways. And that, of course, is the Top Shot Beta Coin. Go check out Top Shot Beta Coin on Twitter. Check them out on Discord. Go look at their website, topshotbeta.com. New things are being created and interesting and fun interactions are happening in the different channels in their Discord every day. And you should be there too. And I appreciate you all. I appreciate you, Reddy. Appreciate you, Top Shot Hotshot. Appreciate you, Boston Based. And Manifestos. Oh man, LB, are you also a new name? I feel like I don't recognize your username, so I like seeing a couple of new usernames in here. I appreciate that. Hopefully you guys are subscribed. I'm not going to tell you got to hit the bell, but if you want to hit the bell, go ahead. And I appreciate you all being here. Let's give Beta another shout out. Beta.
Beta.
And that's it. Thank you for being here, and good luck if you reserve these packs. I hope you pull what you want, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Static Selector.